In 2016, I was genuinely scared out of my mind about Trump. I had drunk the full Kool-Aid. I was terrified. The thing that for me had, the two things that had me the most terrified were, one, I care a lot about foreign policy. I care a lot about defense. I worked in US DoD for a few years, deployed to Afghanistan, supporting the US military, and a lot of people in my family were in the military. And back in 2016, there was the Steele dossier, which basically seemed like very strong evidence that Trump was owned by Russia. For me, that was like worst case scenario, that we would have a president that was influenced by a foreign adversary. And so that for me was probably the number one issue. The second thing was the video of him saying that he would, he could grab a woman by her pussy. Like, that just really bothered me from a character perspective. And so I went from, in 2016, not only did I vote for Hillary, I donated to Hillary, which I didn't have much money at the time. And I donated, I think it was $2,300 or whatever was the max you could donate. Like, I really, really cared about that election. And then learned that the Steele dossier was fake. And not only was it fake, it was financed by the Clinton campaign. That Trump, who we were told was owned by Russia, there's this amazing video of him at a NATO breakfast. I don't remember the year, but a few years ago. And he's basically warning German envoy and other people at NATO that they're owned by Russia, that they're not investing enough into their NATO defense budgets. They're supposed to invest 2% of GDP. They're investing about 1%, that they're dependent on energy from Russia, and that these are catastrophic mistakes, and that Russia has a real chance of attacking them. And for me, when I saw that video sometime in the 2020s, it's like, wow, not only is this guy not a Russian agent, he's telling Europe exactly what they need to do to defend against Russia. And so those things for me were very powerful. And then the Afghanistan withdrawal, which, again, is somewhere that I deployed to and spent 4 months and worked on Afghanistan for years. That for me was just one of the most embarrassing days, I think, in the history of America. And people will say that Trump and Obama talked about leaving Afghanistan. I have many friends that were working on those operations, and the blame of how chaotic that withdrawal was is 100% the Biden-Harris administration's fault. Like, it was very easy to make that go better. We had tons of intelligence for weeks leading up to what happened, and you have to adapt to intelligence. So